Let me ask you something real quick. If someone looked at your life from the outside, would they know that you're building wealth? No flashy cars, no designer clothing, no social media flexing. But here's the truth most people never want to hear. Real wealth is built quietly and it is built in an extended amount of time. In fact, most people that are actually winning with money do not look like they are at all. And today, I want to walk you through the 8 quiet signs that you're building real wealth even if you don't feel rich yet. And a lot of people are in this bucket. If you recognize yourself in one of these, and I want to run through them from my perspective, you'll know, and really you're further ahead than you think. Now, point number one, you've stopped living paycheck to paycheck. Now, for me, this was many years ago. The first sign that you're really building wealth is very simple, very easy to ascertain, but super powerful. You are no longer living on a paycheck to paycheck budget. Doesn't mean you're rolling in the cash. Doesn't mean you're sitting on $100,000 in $100 bills. It means that you've created margin. We have talked about the margin before between the amount that you earn and the amount that you spend. You are creating a gap where you no longer have to live in that paycheck to paycheck. Your bills are covered every month on a monthly basis. You don't panic when your rent is due, your mortgage is due. And if something breaks, let's say there is a car repair or an unexpected medical bill, it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but it is not a code red crisis. This is where the wealth actually starts to be built. It's not when you start having all those investment accounts. It starts when you break this paycheck to paycheck cycle. Now, for most people, they skip this step in its entirety. It is very boring, but it is really the stability. And we talk about the stability. We talk about the foundation of wealth when it comes to building a household. Even if you built a small buffer, let's say that emergency fund, some breathing room, some flexibility in the budget, you are no longer surviving, you are actually building, and you have actually started building wealth. Now, point number two, you invest before you spend. This is something about 12 years ago that I really focused on, was making sure that I pay myself first, making sure that I'm investing prior to spending any of my money. Quiet wealth builders don't wait to see exactly what is left over. They know exactly what they're investing, and then they live within their means for the rest of the money. They pay themselves first. Investing isn't something you try to do if a month goes well, or you try to do if bills don't come up. This is something that is automatic. Like we've said, I invest every single Monday morning. It is scheduled, it is non negotiable. Whether you're looking at 401k investments, Roth IRAs, brokerage accounts, and considering index fund investing like I do in my entirety, shared my full portfolio on the channel about 2 days ago. Money is going to work for you, and money is going into the accounts that it needs to long before my lifestyle happens. Now, this, for a majority of individuals, is a massive mindset shift. When it comes to investing, it is about shifting that mindset, no longer asking, what can I buy with the money I have? But you're asking, what can I own? We have talked about wealth. And when we talk on this channel about true wealth, it is about the accumulation of assets. And the more assets that you can acquire in your lifetime gives you the ability, not only during retirement, to utilize those assets or draw income off those assets, borrow against that assets, and also make generational wealth. It's about ownership, not consumption, which again can create that really big gap that we see. It is how wealth is compounded over an extended amount of time. Now, point number three, your lifestyle doesn't explode or doesn't expand when your income does. This is a huge one. For a majority of people, we've seen it lifestyle creep, keeping up with the Joneses. Where income goes up, lifestyle goes up. You get a raise, you get a new car. You get a promotion, you get a bigger house. When your lifestyle, and if your lifestyle doesn't inflate at the same or above the pace that you're getting, of course, you could use it. Again, you could get a new car, you could get a bigger house, but instead you keep your expenses the exact same and really redirect the difference into investments. So this is thought in the easiest way that I've done this and gotten to a very high percentage is when I start thinking of my 401k plan. When I started my 401k, I was putting a couple percent in there. Then next year you get a 3% raise, put one more percent in there. It's January of 2026. We're going to get another raise, put 1% in there. Before you know it, 10, 15, 20% over the course of a couple years are going to go into that 401k. Most people let lifestyle inflation really take over, erasing and really going above and beyond every single raise they get. Wealth is built really by using the fuel, not the permission. And the crazy part, from the outside, it looks super boring. From the inside, it is incredibly powerful when it comes to building this wealth tool. And like I said, once you go through and you're raising your income, let's say you get to an 11% that you're contributing into that 401k plan, all of a sudden you get a promotion, you move it to a different company, you move to a different career, a different field, keep it at that 11%. Your lifestyle is already on par with that 11%. If you go to another position, let's say it's at a higher wage, keep that 11%. You get a pay raise, go to 12, go to 13, go to 14. If you keep your standard of living the exact same, it's going to be incredibly effective when it comes to investing. Now, point number 4, you're building more than one income stream. This is where I am when I look at YouTube and everything we do on the finance channel. This is another income stream that I'm getting. Everything that I get from my financial education channel, I put into my investment portfolio 100%. Real wealth doesn't rely on one paycheck because unfortunately, especially this day and age, that paycheck can be gone very quickly. If there are layoffs, if there's downgrades within a company, if they're looking to really maximize profits, unfortunately for us, people are the biggest cost of a company. They will eliminate people. They will eliminate jobs without a second thought. For majority of companies, you are just a number. If you're looking at building additional income streams, even at small amounts, you are now playing a different game. When you start looking at dividend income, rental property, a side income, a side business, a side hustle, like here on YouTube, online income, investing in a cash flowing asset, it doesn't have to be huge. But again, when you take a step back, this is the mindset shift, and you're not entirely dependent on one employer, one industry, one source, or one position. Diversification within your portfolio and really within life builds resistance, and resistance is one of the most and really the biggest underrated form of wealth that we have today. Getting into point number 5, money no longer controls your emotion. This is a subtle one, but it is super powerful. When you start looking at investment portfolio, when you start looking at investing in general, you have to take the emotional aspect out of it. There's no reason to be consistently stressed about money, panicked about money. You have to start looking at the big picture. You're not checking your checking account, checking your investment portfolio every single day. You're not avoiding bills. You're not afraid to look at all of the numbers. Everything is not going to be perfect. When it comes to a budget, and if you're starting to build a budget, it's not going to be perfect. When you start investing, the money is going to go up. The market's going to go down. If you invest your money and let's say you put $5,000 in an ETF, the next day it's down 4%. How exactly are you going to react to that? Is it going to be emotional? Do you understand exactly how investing works? Emotional control of your money is a massive upgrade. And honestly, wealth isn't about the dollars. It is about the decisions that you can make, and really making those decisions crystal clear is where we talk about when it comes to investing and having a strategy, having a runway, having a time frame, and being really smart and specific with those goals. When money stops controlling your emotions, you can control your future in its entirety. Now, number 6, you value experiences more than stuff. Now I'm at the age of 45, and this is exactly what I'm seeing. And this is where people really start building real wealth. It's not about chasing things. It's not about the material possessions that we once loved. When you're in your 20s and your 30s, it's cool to have the flashy car. It's cool to have the designer clothes. But this is the point where you can make the most impact in your future in the entirety, not because you can't afford the things as you do get older, because you don't need them. It comes to a point in life where it's more about the experiences, the time, the relationships, the flexibility, really not about the logos, not about the upgrading to the new technology, not even the status that a purchase might give you in the entirety. It doesn't mean you do not buy nice things at all. It means you buy it very intentionally. Now, for me, for this, and really thinking of a frugal mindset, I am willing to pay more for something that is going to provide me a much better benefit, whether it is buying nicer shoes that are going to last for years. Even the pair that I bought right now, relatively expensive, around $200. Those shoes have lasted me for 4 years in their entirety. If I went through and I bought a cheaper pair for $50 or $70, chances are they're not going to have the longevity. And that is really everything that I buy. It is very intentional when I spend money on anything. And wealthy habits, most people will never develop and they will never see. Now, point number 7, you buy quality, not the cheaper placements. This is what we were just talking about. When it comes to quiet wealth, you are thinking long-term, and you start thinking long-term about everything. This can apply to tools, clothing, technology, home items. The mindset over time will save you an incredible amount of money. And it also reflects the patience and really the logic. You do a lot more research on what you're purchasing before you make that. Wealth starts growing when you stop chasing the cheap now things and start thinking about the efficiency and the long term that you can have in here. Again, not flashy, just smart when it comes to these purchases. Now, point number 8, you start playing the long game. This is the last one, guys, the final quiet sign. You stop chasing the shortcuts. You stop chasing the get rich quick schemes. You stop chasing jumping from trend to trend, Nvidia being the next hot thing. You're not panicked during any of the market volatility. And for me personally, I love the volatility. If the market is down 5%, 7%, 10%, absolutely, you have to understand wealth is built over a multitude of decades consistently, and really building those consistent habits will be different. When you're planting a tree, you might not be able to sit under it today, but guess what? Your family will, your children will, your grandchildren will. That mindset alone will put you ahead of so many people when it comes to this wealthy mindset. Because here's the truth, real wealth doesn't just show up in the driveway, it shows up on the habits that you have every single day. If you recognize yourself or even few of these signs, you're not behind the 8 ball, really. You are building wealth. It is quietly, it is consistent, and it is the correct way to build wealth over an extended amount of time. So guys, if you found any value out of this video, definitely give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Stay disciplined, stay patient when it comes to investing. And of course, I will catch you in the next video.